This project actually began back in 2013 with the strategic vision that was being developed, in which we clarified values. We began to lay out a vision for First Pres. And then in 2016, we developed a new strategic vision that was built on the 2013 plan.
We ended up with this amazing statement that we as a church wanted to grow faithful Christians and transform people through Jesus.
I remember our first meetings with the leadership team, really just hearing the dream, and we've led over 4,000 initiatives similar to this, where we said, hey, this is going to take 5, 6, 7 capital campaigns to achieve this, maybe 20 years. And the leadership was convinced, right now God has told us to go for such a time as this.
We hit the market at a time that couldn't have possibly been better. The interest rate that we fixed for the 7-year construction and capital campaign period is unheard of.
It's pretty hard to deny that God's hand has been on this project, because just even from the beginning of the planning of the scope of this project just felt so big and audacious. And how is this going to happen? How are we going to have money for this?
It is amazing when we began construction, juxtaposed with a worldwide pandemic and everything that has come since.
Every time we encountered a challenge, we felt like, we all looked around at each other and said, gosh, this might be the deal breaker. And as we got together and started thinking about it and looking at yet another option, it worked so much better, so much more clear, it was compelling. After a while, we kept saying to ourselves, it is clear to us that God's hand is on this project, because every time we as humans felt like we were set up to fail, an answer came through, an inspiration came through that just opened the doors wide open to even more excitement.
Without the faithfulness of all the members, without us all talking about as a church what our vision would look like and what we wanted to be in downtown Greenville, I don't think that what we have achieved would have been possible.
I tell you, God's been very instrumental in this capital campaign. If you saw where in the pre-planning process and the big number that came out from the construction cost, and it was like, oh wow. But you know what we did is we put our faith in God, and just we set a goal, and every time we set that goal, we actually exceeded it.
We literally have put together a 7-year plan in which the church can be done with this project, totally completed and debt-free, no debt remaining from it. And God is doing what only He can do. Miracles have taken place, and the church is actually in advance of that 7-year plan.
God has blessed us in so many ways. There were people who felt that we should not go into debt, and I understand that, but you have to step forward in faith. And in any of the 3 projects that my wife and I have had a pleasure of being involved in, that's exactly what we did. The church stepped forward in faith.
I would really like to say thank you to our congregation for your faithfulness, for your love and trust in Jesus, and just knowing that our church is about transforming hearts and transforming lives and not about a building.
I want to say a specific message of gratitude to the leadership of First Pres, Dr. Gibbons, Mike Templeton, Shelton Sanford, and Andy Douglas, and all the other great leaders that I've had the chance of serving. Your bold step of faith to do something that many would have said is impossible has lifted my own faith. And I am so grateful. And I want the people of First Pres to know that we get to speak on average with our organization to over 30,000 churches a year. We're telling this story. We're telling it and retelling it, and telling them what we have said to you many times. Bold moments become best moments. Go look at First Pres Greenville. Come visit this beautiful city. Come see what the Lord has done. I'm honored. Our entire team is honored to have been a part of this great, fantastic journey that you guys have been on. And we say, God bless you, And may God's kingdom be built in the city of Greenville.
I can't even begin to imagine how God is going to use this in the years to come to truly have an impact in the heart of our city. That's our great desire, transforming the heart of the city and beyond.